Hello, this is Matt on the Moon Lambo channel. I'm sure that some of you will recall that a few weeks or so ago, I published a video highlighting a warning from a reputable chart analyst, in my estimation, stating that XRP would be dropping this year, or perhaps early 2025, down to 13 cents. Now, I had long been looking for a reputable analyst that says XRP just ain't going to participate in this bull run. It's just going to sit on the sidelines and dwindle in terms of price action. And I couldn't find it. Any time up to this point, I found a chart analyst who said, yeah, no, you should never hold XRP. It shouldn't even be in your portfolio. It's going to eventually go to zero. This bull run, it's just going to keep going down. Anytime I would see that, up to this point anyway, it would be from a person who has a track record of hating XRP and just saying crap about it anyway, just being an absolute hater, and or it could be some sort of brand new fly-by-night type of chart analyst with no track record whatsoever. So I'm just like, well, what the hell am I going to do with that anyway? You just learned about crypto and now you're saying these things and you're a chart guy? Okay, whatever. But from anybody that's been around for at least one market cycle, up to this point, I couldn't find one single chart analyst who said that XRP was not going to be participating until I saw a YouTube video from Alessio Rastani, who's a very popular chart analyst. Last I checked, like 385,000 subscribers, very popular for a reason, a high level of accuracy. I've been a fan for a long time. And so I was surprised that it was coming from him, to be perfectly honest with you, but he's not a hater. He does not hate XRP. He doesn't care. He's a trader, okay? So, and he's been very bullish on XRP in the past, which proves the point, frankly. So I found it so fascinating. I finally found one person, and I said before, like, somebody's got to be out there. Like, the unicorn must exist. There are so many damn humans. There's got to be somebody that's not an idiot, who is actually respectable and doesn't hate XRP, that thinks it's not going to do well. And I just said up to that point, I was like, I can't find that person, though. If you find them, bring them to me. I want to meet them. Study them in a lab, perhaps, right? And so we did find out that Alessio Rastani is that person, that he is that unicorn. And if he's right, I'm going to give him all the credit in the world. But he says, he warned XRP's going down to 13 cents. That was a few weeks ago. But you know what? He's singing a little bit of a different tune as of yesterday. But before going further, I do want to be clear. I do not have a financial background of any kind. I am not offering financial advice, and you definitely should not buy or sell anything because of anything I say or write. I'm just an enthusiast who enjoys making YouTube videos about crypto-related topics, but just as a hobby and just for fun. All right, so before I get to some of the stuff that he said literally yesterday, and by the way, you can go check out the video for yourself. I'm not going to rehash his technical analysis. I'm just going to share with you some key takeaways, basically. It's a nearly 17-minute video. If you want to check it out, just type this in. It's going to pop up right away. Oh, yeah, he's up to 386,000 subscribers now. So check it out if you want to break it down. But I try to, on this channel, regurgitate as little TA as possible, because that's just not the purpose of this channel. I just like to, when I'm talking about the market, I just like to share a bunch of perspective from analysts. Now, this one's particularly interesting because it's so rare. An actual reputable analyst who I'm a fan of, who I've been following for years, who has been saying recently that XRP is just going to tank down to 13 cents. And I'm sitting here thinking, you kidding me? Like, if this market's going to take off, and this is still how I feel, frankly, like if this market's going to take off and we're going to see expansion, we're going to see an alt season, the idea that XRP wouldn't participate in that because reasons, I'm just like, no, I don't buy it. Chart analysis be damned, I just don't buy it. Now, if that doesn't happen and this market tanks to the downside, and XRP also tanks to the downside with it, I'd be like, well, okay, anything's fair game at that point, in which case it would be less surprising if we saw some disastrous price action. But on its own, like that part doesn't compute to me. Chart analysis aside, because I'm not a chart analyst rather. But quickly, let me set the table and refresh your memory, or perhaps you haven't even heard about this yet. Here's exactly what he had to say. This is covered by News BTC. Here's the headline from a few weeks ago. Crypto analyst says XRP is in trouble. Here's why. And again, he's kind of changed his tune, so we'll get to that in just a second. But this reads as follows. Crypto analyst Alessio Rastani has warned that XRP is in trouble following his recent analysis of the chart. He outlined certain strong warnings on the chart, which showed that the crypto token could experience further price declines. Rastani mentioned in a video on his YouTube channel that XRP could drop to 13 cents, or even lower, as part of Wave C of his analysis using the Elliott wave theory. He noted that a drop to that price level represents about a 100% decline for XRP from Wave B and a similar corrective move to Wave A that occurred in 2020. The crypto analyst also alluded to the altcoin's bounce in 2020 around the time the crypto token was declared a non-security. He claimed that the rally then overlapped, which suggested it was a corrective bounce. He noted that these corrective rallies are bearish in nature as they usually resolve to the downside. Now, I will pause to note here, and Alessio brought this up in his video a few weeks ago. As the price of XRP was tanking at the end of 2020 after the SEC sued Ripple, by the time it had gotten down to maybe 25 cents or so, he looked at the chart and he's like, guys, this thing's going to blast to the upside. And everybody called him an idiot. He's like, no, it's not going to happen. This thing's going to zero. It's falling out of the top 10. And he's like, no, he went against the grain. He's like, no, sorry, Bitcoin maxi turtles, but that's not what the chart says. And he was right. And it rocketed way, way, way higher, ultimately up to close to $2. And yeah, not a new all-time high, but there was an SEC attack, so that part's, in hindsight, certainly not particularly surprising. But he was calling for it to go up to, I can't remember what number he said, but maybe like $1.40 or something like that. And it went higher than that, but like, that was bold at that point. Everybody was making fun of him. Anybody that said that XRP was going to go up from that point, especially as it was tanking, no, it's impossible. And the SEC, blah, blah, blah. So you can, but the reason I highlight that is just to illustrate that he's not some sort of hater. He is not our enemy just because he genuinely believes, he's being intellectually honest, just because he genuinely believed at that point anyway, that XRP was going to go down to 13 cents probably. That doesn't make him our enemy, just to be super duper clear. That's not how adults should respond to this. He's just sharing an opinion, emotionless, which is what he should do. But anyway, Peace continues. Rastani claimed that an impulsive rally is required for XRP to continue its uptrend. That is why he believes that XRP can still drop lower since the corrective rally from 2022 is still in play. The analyst also highlighted the support levels at 41 cents and 35 cents as crucial, stating that a break below those levels will serve as confirmation for the downtrend move to 20 cents and 17 cents, and he added that XRP could even drop lower to 13 cents. So I will pause to note here. The level, and I remember this, that he cited as the most critical is 35 cents. He said, if it goes below that, that will be a very clear sign that 13 cents is going to happen. Now, we haven't reached that. We've gotten as low as 38 cents, but not 35 cents. And then Peace continues. So as far as timelines over this, meanwhile, Rastani predicts that this move could take several months, stating that the crypto token could drop to these levels by year end or sometime in 2025. He also said that the altcoin needs to stay below the resistance levels at 64 cents and 74 cents, as a break above those levels will invalidate his projections. Now, that's where it gets interesting. That's why he has an update, because you know as well as I what has been happening with XRP price over the last week or two, right? It's been pretty damn good. It jumped from the most recent low of 38 cents. It jumped like 67%. Pretty freaking impressive. Very happy to see that, frankly. And it's pulled back a little bit since then, but nothing goes up in a straight line forever, so that's all fine. But that resistance level of 64 cents, yeah, that's basically right about where it hit. And then it rejected off of it, fine. That doesn't mean that it won't surpass it at some point. And then the other, so that's a key level that I keep seeing from analysts, whether they say it's 64, 65, 66 cents, I keep seeing roughly that. And then the next major one, he cited as well. 74 cents cited there. But sometimes some analysts say it's 75 cents. We're splitting hairs at that point there. That's where we need to watch, basically, right? And then from there, a lot of analysts say, hey, if it breaks that level of roughly 75 cents, it's going to fly through $1, basically. So given that we did hit that kind of brings us to where we are with this brand new video from him. And so key word here, check this out. Where was the sentence where it said impulsive? Where'd the damn thing go? I was just reading this. He noted, so, well, anyway, it doesn't matter. I don't need to waste your time trying to find exactly one word in this freaking article, but the point is that, as far as what would invalidate this, like, if there's an impulsive move, like, that would be a major thing to look at. And what he did acknowledge in this brand new video from yesterday is that what we're seeing from XRP, that is that positive impulsive move. It is indeed happening. And so now he says that it's completely plausible to anticipate that it's actually going to continue and move to the upside, but he's not completely sold on the idea. Not completely. So way more optimistic than a few weeks ago. That's definitely true. So he's changed his tune in that regard. But he says if XRP goes below 43 cents, that will invalidate this theory, this idea that he has that XRP may continue to the upside. That would invalidate it. So watch for that, says he. But if we're going to continue to see impulsive moves and you break up 64 cents, 74 cents, he was talking about those levels not just in the video a few weeks ago, but also literally yesterday. And so condensing this down, I mean, he talked about this, again, 17-minute video here. And if you want, again, all the technical reasons, go ahead and check that out. I just want to give you kind of the backstory about him and some other stuff here, because I find it just genuinely fascinating. But he seems to think it's much more likely that we're actually going to see a break to the upside, like a continuation. I mean, we've already seen the break, but in terms of continuation. So here we have the unicorn, the one that says XRP is not participating. It's the only one I can find that is reputable. XRP is going to 13 cents in all probability, and now even he's not so sure that's the case. So I think we need to find a new unicorn. This one's broken. But happy to see that though, right? So, and again, if we're going to see a crazy rip to the upside for crypto, you better believe XRP is going to participate. Chart analysis, be damned. I just don't give a... I won't curse. But I don't care. I just don't care. I don't buy this. And again, I'm a fan of Alessio Rastani here, but I didn't find that to be persuasive unless you're going to argue that the whole market's going to tank. And then I'd say, okay, but that's not what he's arguing. He's saying in a vacuum, look at XRP chart, it bad. And I'm like, okay. That's a hard pill to swallow. That really is. It just does not make sense. It does not make sense. So you guys tell me what you think here, but I just want to give you this quick update because I found it fascinating, because here I thought we had the unicorn, and I don't think he's a unicorn anymore. It was like a horse with some sort of cone-shaped thing taped to its head. Not a real unicorn. That's a fake-ass unicorn. Give me a real one, bitch. I'm not a financial advisor. You should not buy or sell anything because if anything I say are right, that would be a very, very, very bad idea. Until next time, to the moon, Lambo.